Hey, what's going on, guys? Rodrigo here from Unleash Your Fitness, and in this video I'm gonna tell you 5 things that you might be doing that's stopping you from losing weight or losing body fat overall, right? All right, mistake number 1, or number 1 thing that you might be doing that's stopping you from losing weight or losing body fat. Keep in mind that you can lose body fat without losing weight, right? You can lose body fat, like 10 pounds of body fat, and the scale might only show 5 pounds lost. Maybe that's because your lean body mass went up by 5 pounds, meaning your muscles got stronger, got bigger, your skeleton, got also stronger, meaning it got heavier. Your water intake went up, so now you got, a little bit more water inside your body. So don't worry about too much about the scale. Focus more on body fat for your overall health, right? And goals. But so here's the thing. Every day your body needs a certain amount of calories to kind of maintain wherever you are based on what kind of job you do, what you do for a living, your activity level, what kind of workouts you do, things like that, right? Your body needs a certain amount of calories. It's called basically your maintenance, right? From your maintenance, you want to take away about 200 to 300 calories to kind of get in that caloric deficit. Under caloric deficit, what's going to happen is you're basically going to be burning more energy than what you're taking in. So basically burning more calories than what you are eating, which is going to put you in that caloric deficit, meaning you're going to start losing body fat and weight overall, right? So just keep that in mind. 2 good apps to use are MyFitnessPal and LifeSum. I personally use LifeSum. It's a lot easier for me. I like it, being with it for a long time, and it's helped me out a lot, right? So if you want to use MyFitnessPal, LifeSum, doesn't matter, choose one. Just make sure you start tracking your calories, all right? And if you need help finding your maintenance and that caloric deficit, feel free to send me an email, message me on Instagram, Facebook, and I'll be happy to help you out with that, right? All right, mistake number 2. You probably got your calories down. Same with your macros, protein, carbs, fats. You're ready to go, and you're not making any progress, right? So basically what happens is that you're probably not, your activity level, it's not that high like you think. So for example, if you're somebody that, let's say you work out in the morning, but then you go to your job, it's a desk job, you're sitting down for 10 plus hours, and you're not really moving throughout that time, then you either might need to adjust your calories again, meaning you might need to drop another 100, maybe 200 calories down again, or you need to plan out throughout the week, get some activity level in there, some cardio in there, go for a run, go for a walk, stay active, go play some sports on the weekend, something that's gonna bring your activity level up, so you can at the end of the day you can be burning more calories than what you're taking in, or that by the end of the week you're burning more calories than what you took throughout that week. All right, you can adjust with whichever one works best for you. I kind of like to do it day by day, but if you're somebody that kind of wants to plan the whole week out, go ahead and go for that, right? But that's one thing. Make sure that your activity level is up there, or if you can't get it up there, make sure your caloric deficit is down there, low enough, not too low, just low enough for you to start losing weight and body fat. Mistake number 3. You got everything down, your activity level at some point, etc., and your calories, your macros, protein, carbs, fats, you're working out, moving around, etc. However, you're not putting your foot on the scale, right? You need a foot scale. You don't need to use it all the time, but if you really want to get to your goals, you're gonna have to use it, right? Meaning, just because that beef, it's lean, like 93.7, or if you got it higher, great for you. But if you're not measuring, if you can't measure out if you didn't weigh in the actual portion size, you might be putting 2 servings instead of 1. Now you're getting double the calories of what you thought you were getting. And that's not counting the other stuff that you put with it. You might have avocado with it, you might have some rice with it, you might have some tortillas with it, whatever you might have with it, right? It all adds up, right? So you got to make sure that you get a food scale and you measure all your food, especially your meats. Usually the meats, they come in packages, might be like 4 ounces per serving, and usually it's like more than 4+ servings per package. So you definitely want to measure out your food. Same thing whenever you put it into MyFitnessPal or LifeSum, make sure you put in how much of that food you measure, right? Maybe instead of 4 ounces, you want 6 ounces, which is fine. Just put in the 6 ounces. Maybe you're somebody that eats more, 8 ounces. Put in 8 ounces, right? That way you can kind of keep track of your calories overall. Mistake number 4, all right? So you got your calories down, your activity at some point, you're using the food scale to weigh your food, but however, now you're not watching your sugars and sodium, right? That plays a big role on the overall thing, right? So you're tracking your calories, right? And based on your calories, you're on a caloric deficit. And you know, you can see it because you feel it because you're getting kind of hungry here and there, stuff like that, right? However, you're either putting too much salt on your food, you're getting too much sugary carbs, meaning you're eating too much bread, more than what you're supposed to. You might be having like a snack before your workout. It's a carb, which is not a bad thing. However, whatever you might have, it might have 40 grams of sugar in there, or just 20+. You know, it's a lot of sugar in there. Your coffee you might be putting too much sugar on your coffee, right? Even though, let's say you use almond milk with your coffee, almond milk, let's say you use a cup, right? 30 calories, but you put in a shit ton of sugar in there. That adds up. That's carbs in there, sugary carbs. It's just gonna like make you crave food, make you hungrier, and at the same time, they might also trick you in thinking you're in a caloric deficit because you're feeling hungry, when in reality you're feeling hungry just because your body's craving that sugar again. So in reality, you might be at maintenance, but since you're feeling hungry, you think you're in a caloric deficit when you're not, right? So make sure that that you watch out for all that. Same thing with you know, the hot sauce, Texas Pete. Look at the serving size and then look at the sodium, right? You might be putting like splashing a shit ton of salt in whatever you're eating, you know, just to make it taste good, but you're putting a whole lot of sodium in there. Sodium is just gonna hold water. It's gonna be a lot of water retention. You're gonna feel bloated. You're gonna feel fat, and if you keep it up, it's gonna add up, especially on the stomach area. You're gonna start feeling it, and it's not gonna feel too good, right? Especially if you're working really hard for it. Same thing with the sugar, right? You don't want to be holding in too much sugar. Same thing, water retention, and you're just gonna feel bloated overall. Your face is gonna get puffy, stuff like that. Not a good feeling. So try to avoid that, right? And then that's also gonna like confuse you on the scale, because the scale might start going up because of the water retention. Doesn't really mean you're gaining fat, but that water retention is gonna be up there, and sometimes that might lead you to being in a caloric deficit already. But since you're like, oh, maybe it's not low enough, you're gonna bring it down some more, and it's gonna be way too low, and it's just gonna like, you're just gonna feel like shit. So watch out for your sugars and that sodium, all right? And finally, mistake number 5, for the 5th thing that you're not doing or might be doing that's stopping you, right, from losing body fat or weight. Drinks, right? You gotta drink your water. Drink plenty of water. The water is gonna, especially if you had like a cheat day, a high sodium day, high sugar day, whatever, the water is gonna help you pee all that stuff out, right? Sodium is your friend. It's gonna help you keep you full whenever you're feeling hungry. If you get tired of water, just something that I like to add sometimes, not all the time, is BCAAs. BCAAs help with recovery, but if you're eating healthy already, you don't really need BCAAs. But if you just want it for the flavor, you just get it for the flavor. I suggest getting like the Walmart brand. It's like $19, so I wouldn't really pay more than $20 for BCAs, to be honest. Especially at GNC, the ones that cost up to like 60. BCAs aren't that important. As long as you're eating healthy, you're gonna get enough BCAs from the actual food itself and not just from the powder, right? But anyways, yes. So watch out for your drinks, right? You might be drinking like orange juice. Same thing, high in sugar, high in calories, right? One thing I tell my clients is that I personally like to eat my calories instead of drink them. So I just drink, the only time I drink my calories are whenever I make a shake, so a protein shake, or my coffee whenever I add the almond milk to it. Other than that, it's just water, or I even do Coke Zero or Pepsi Zero, 0 calories. I know there's, a lot of people don't like it because of the artificial flavor in it. That's your opinion. It's not really gonna get you fat. If you think it's gonna get you fat, it's not gonna get you fat. It's 0 calories. I will say this though, the stuff that's in it is gonna keep you bloated. So that's why people kind of think that they get fat with it. Especially if you drink it every day, that bloatness isn't gonna go away until you at least have 3 to 4 days without that Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero. Once you stop drinking it for 3 to 4 days, that bloatness is going to go down, abs are going to start showing, blah blah blah. And then there's some people that think that it's going to give you cancer. It's already been proven that it won't give you cancer. And if there are any like side effects to it, you will have to drink, I forgot how much it was, but it was like a shit ton of bottles in one single day. Like a lot, like maybe, God, I forgot what was that number. So back to what I was saying. Watch out for the drinks, right? Just because it says orange juice, healthy orange juice, whatever, probably got a shit ton of sugar in it. I mean, it has to have like sugar in it, especially if you get an orange and you kind of, blend it and just get the orange juice out. That's all sugar. Just go ahead and eat the fruit. Eat the real thing, right? Don't try to get juice from it. All that's just straight up sugar, all right? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button for me. If you are in the Fayetteville area looking for a personal trainer, just hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. I'll leave the links down below. Or if you're not in Fayetteville but you want an online coach, same thing, hit me up. Links down below. Or you send me an email. I'll leave it down below as well, right? But thank you for watching this video. I'll be posting more videos now. I'm getting back into it. But make sure you follow me, subscribe, share. Thank you.